folks, Fat Guy Flies RC. A little windy today, but you know that's the way it is. Got camera precious on the camera today, and we're going to be taking up doing the maiden flight on the Tecnam 2010 plug and play. Now you watched my unboxing, my radio setup video. Now it's time to do the maiden. All right, 100% throws over 30% expo. Timer is set for 5.5 minutes. Run a 2700 3S. Wind is out of the northwest that way. Right? We're going to take off right off the bat in
stability mode,
in my AS3X mode, which is the same thing as optimized mode in the vector. Right, left, up, down, right, left. All right. Gonna get turned around. I'll go down here. A little windy today, but that's all right. Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, a little windy.
Prop secured.
But that's what happens whenever you got a light foam plane and you taxi and turn against the wind. All right.
Motor on.
All right. Here we go. Now she's getting carried with the wind now.
Time remaining 5 minutes.
Very stable even in this wind. That optimized mode is really working to keep those wings level and keep her flying like a bigger, heavier plane. But that's what a wind gyro does. All right. Kind of hard for me to tell whether how trim she is because it is so windy. But definitely will not need to do flaps today. Okay. Yeah, windy. I don't suggest doing a maiden on a plane on a day when it's so windy. All right, we're gonna leave her right there. I'm gonna put her in stability mode or beginner mode.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
All right, she's in stability, beginner mode. Took off in beginner mode. Man, yeah, I'm having a hard time because I don't like being in beginner mode because I don't have the control. But this is perfect for a beginner. Even in this wind, she's doing great. Still in beginner mode. Stability mode is what the vector system calls it. Oh, come on. I'll definitely be able to showcase her slow flight. There we go. All right.
AS3X mode. Experience.
All right, now I'm going to take off, fire in the experience mode, which is the same thing as no gyro at all. No kind of help, no kind of wind mitigation, nothing. Just you flying the plane. Now my throws are 100% throws. Yeah, be careful, turn around here. 100% throws over 30% expo on all control surfaces. Turn slowly when you got this much wind going down the runway. Keep those wheels planted. All right, we're gonna try this again.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
Whoa. Yeah, that cross breeze. Let's get turned around here. You know what we'll do? We'll try taking off in the grass maybe. This is not really all that grass friendly, but for me to get in them. All right, let's try this now. There we go. Now to show you I've got full control. With civility mode, you could not do that. It would not allow you to turn the plane over. As far as I can tell, with she's trimmed in pretty good.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
Now let me try to go around. A little bit of a knife edge here. Do a roll. All right. Or a loop, actually. Oh no! Whoa. Yes, it's windy. It is windy. But this is March in Florida. All right. March in Florida. All right.
Prop secured.
Got a minute and a half left, but I think that's a good enough demonstration. All right, a couple of things about this plane. Not necessarily a negative, but something you need to be aware of. Number one, battery hatch, okay? When you put this on, don't just lay it down. Make sure you click that in. You want to hear that audible click, because otherwise she'll look like she's closed, and then the wind, and she'll come right off. So you got to push that down and click that in, okay? The other one that is kind of a negative, if your particular unit is this way, the large, I think it's a 13-gram metal gear servo that's embedded in the bottom of the plane that controls the tiller nose steering. It's just setting down in foam, okay? There's a lot of torque that's on this front, the way this front nose gear is configured, okay? So if you start developing a little bit of wiggle or wobble in it when you're going down the runway, remove the battery and you can clearly see the servo on. And then what I've done, just because I know this plane will do this sometimes, you know, not all of them, but sometimes, it will get a little loose in that foam housing, that metal gill servo sitting in that foam, and it's constantly getting battered back and forth, and so that makes that servo a little loose in that in the foam setting. If you'll just take a little bit of glue and a couple of maybe the sides of popsicle sticks and just shove them down beside, kind of take a knife, cut out between either side, and glue some wood down the side, then that'll lock that servo in, and you'll have a rock solid servo. Now that's only if yours does that. Mine started it. My last one started doing that, and so when I got this one, I went ahead and reinforced it because I knew that may happen. And yours may be perfectly fine. It may not happen at all, but you need to be aware of that, and then that's the fix. You just want to reinforce that servo a little bit, the sides of it, so it doesn't have play in it. But if yours is fine, then don't fix what ain't broke. All right, let's check our time that we have left. Yeah, like I said, that's not guaranteed that your Tecnam is going to do that, but mine, my last one did. And just to be on the safe side, I went ahead and reinforced this one just because, whether it needed it or didn't. Still got 66%, but that's good. You know what? No, I want to get that servo, that battery down a little better storage rates. So we're going to take it up again, if I can catch the battery hatch. Battery hatch said, no, we don't want to go. So we're going to take it up one more time. Remember, hear that that click in there. All right, we'll put it back in.
Experienced mode, AS3.
Back in AS3X mode, which is the wind gyro, which is what I prefer.
Motor on.
All right, we're just going to take off right there. And I know this may look like, I mean, yes, it looks kind of maybe cartoonish and toyish, but this is actually scale. This is how the Tecnam's an actual aircraft. And this is exactly how one looks. Of course, they're in different colors, but it is scale
Time remaining, 1.
to how the Tecnam actually looks. Oh yeah, it also has nav lights. It's got the green and the red on the appropriate wing. Ah, she caught up some wind there. There we go.
Prop secured.
All right, folks, well, there you go. That's the maiden flight of the Arrows Tecnam 2010. Now, this is the plug-and-play version that also comes with a set of floats, and it has a steerable rudder that you'll run your Y up on. It gives you some zip ties. It runs a Y, and there's a little hole right there. That rudder servo wire will go up in there and then Y into your rudder control, and that way you can have control in the water. Also, the plane has thrust reversing, so if you want to use thrust reversing and the water rudder and if you want to use thrust reversing and all 3 levels of the vector system, you'll need a 7-channel receiver. So be aware of that. If you're not going to use thrust reversing, which this plane doesn't need it, the only way you'd want it is if you had the floats on, because if you get into some weeds, you can back out. But other than that, the plane doesn't need the thrust reversing. But if you do want to use thrust reversing and you want to use all 3 levels of the vector system, you will need a 7-channel receiver. Otherwise, a regular AR620, which is what I have installed here, will work just fine, and you'll get all the features except for thrust reversing. All right, folks. And just so you know, you do that by assigning it to an open port on your radio and assign that to a switch. That's all you have to do. All right, folks, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hobby Zone, once again, Arrows, I love the plane. Thank you for sending it out for review. It's very stable, even in this crazy wind. God bless y'all, and don't forget, faith, family, and friends. And then Tecnam 2010. Bye-bye.